Hello, my name's Tami Roos, and thank you for joining me for this workshop. By the time you finish listening to this workshop, you're going to understand how creating a pause in your day can be the single most important factor to your overall health and well-being. And firstly, I would like to lead you into a unique guided meditation just for you. So if you could please check your phones right now and make sure that they're on silent. Find a comfortable position to sit in, making sure that your back is erect, so you have a straight spine. You can sit either in a chair with your feet flat on the ground, or you can sit with your back supported against a wall and your feet and legs straight out in front of you. Please place your hands gently on your thighs with your palms upward and gently closing your eyes. And first and foremost, I'd like you right now, though, first to scan your body. And I'd like you to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 with how you're feeling. 1 being that you're feeling highly stressed or just not feeling in top form. And 10, you're on top of the world. Just note that number to yourself before we begin. Now gently closing your eyes and bringing your awareness to your breath. And taking a nice deep inhalation for me, and inhale. And as you exhale, begin to feel your body unwind. And on the next inhalation, feel yourself starting to sit, bringing your presence into your body, letting go of the to-do list or anything that you've been up to today, knowing that this is your time for you to relax now. And inhale 10, 10, 10, and exhaling 10, 10, 10, and inhaling 9, 9, 9, and exhaling 9, 9, 9, inhaling 8, 8, 8, and exhaling 8, 8, 8, and inhaling 7, 7, 7, and exhaling 7, 7, 7, and inhaling 6, 6, 6, and exhaling 6, 6, 6, and inhaling 5, 5, 5, and exhaling 5, 5, 5, and inhaling 4, 4, 4, and exhaling 4, 4, 4, and inhaling 3, 3, 3, and exhaling 3, 3, 3, and inhaling 2, 2, 2, and exhaling 2, 2, 2, and inhaling 1, 1, 1, and exhaling 1, 1, 1. And with each continued breath, allowing any tension to slowly ebb away, allowing your body to become heavier, knowing that you are exactly where you should be and that everything is perfect. Bringing your awareness now to the center of your being, to the area of your heart. And as you breathe in, saying to yourself the word, relax. And inhale again, breathing in the word, relax. relax. And on the next inhalation, relax, knowing that your body responds to what your mind commands. You're working with the direct link between body and mind. Deeply relaxed. Sensing the peace that's within you at all times. Just enjoying this sensation of sitting and being still. And now just gently bringing your awareness to the soles of your feet, and feel the energy coming up through the soles of your feet and rising up your calves. Bringing that energy up into your hamstrings and thighs, up into your hips. Continue to bring that energy up into your abdomen and up into your chest. You may even wish to move your shoulders frontwards and backwards at this time. Bringing the energy up into your neck and now into your head. And when you're ready, just opening your eyes, bringing with yourself back to the room, feeling relaxed and full of energy. Fantastic, and that is your first experience of a gently guided breathing meditation. So what are you going to learn in this workshop today? You're going to understand how your thoughts are influencing every aspect of your life, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. The impact of stress in your health, relationships, and quality of life, and the missing link in your formula for well-being. And there's a huge list of benefits from having a meditation practice that have all been scientifically validated, and I'd like to go through a few of them with you here. The number one advantage of meditating is it reduces stress and tension within our bodies. You start to experience this increased sense of well-being. And I'm wondering now, as you're sitting here having just had that first experience of meditating with breath, how you actually feel. Did your number increase from the beginning before you meditated to the end of your meditation? As we reduce our stress and tension in the body, this is what happens. You get this sense of everything is okay. Your energy levels do rise. Another interesting factor is that your mental clarity is sharpened. Your ability to focus increases. And the reason this happens is your left and right hemisphere of the brain becomes coordinated as you meditate. Creates this bridge between the analytical thinking brain, the left side of your brain, with the right side of your brain, the creative. So you create this bridge and you start to have answers to many of your concerns or problems, or just how to actually navigate life. You start to experience greater calm and insight. Your time is used more efficiently and effectively, and I'm going to talk more about that later. And your personal relationships are enhanced. And the reason that I really want to stress that here, because this is you're going to see throughout this workshop how I keep tying all of these things back in together, is that stress is the number one precursor to poor communication. So if we're feeling stressed, we tend not to be able to communicate well or effectively. And I'm sure many of you here listening to this workshop have had that situation or experience where you start a conversation and you were feeling stressed before you begin, but you think, I've just got to get it done. And then you just think, why did I start this? Because it kind of snowballs. You're feeling stressed, right? So the more that we meditate, if we're reducing our stress and tension, then what we find is that we're more able to have effective communication. That's with family, friends, partners, colleagues. So you can see how meditating can actually benefit this area of your life. And I know all of this probably sounds a bit too good to be true, but I just want to take you through my story. When I began my journey in meditation 20 years ago as a wife and mother of 2 young children, I'd actually left the United States. My husband was a professional Australian rules football player, and so his job was in Australia, and that's where he was playing. So I've left country, family, friends, and a career. I moved cities within the first year of being here, and I didn't really realize that I was burnt out and I had nothing left in the tank. It wasn't until I actually learned to meditate that I started to see and understand for myself that my life could actually be experienced with more joy, vitality, patience, and less stress. So sometimes you actually don't know what you don't know. I had no awareness it could be different. And so that's why I'm excited to tell you that at the end of this workshop, I have a free bonus offer. So I want you to stay tuned to learn more as we go through this workshop together, and I can hopefully enlighten you on the many, many powerful benefits of meditation and why I am so passionate about this amazing tool. I thought here I would share with you a few comments from some past students that I've had that actually will perhaps put more concisely, so that you're not just hearing it from me, into words what they experienced. And so Danielle says here, I'm not going to read all of it, but that she said that learning to meditate brought more calm to herself and to her household, which was something that had been missing. It allowed her to gain more perspective, and it encouraged her to embrace this habit of meditation. She started to feel less heightened emotions, and with this more even mood, then she was then able to have a direct impact on her family. And that was something that she was looking for, and that was the benefit she got. Kim commented here that she was experiencing very high stress levels. Actually, she says here her stress levels were off the chart. She felt she was being pulled in all different directions, not knowing how to relax or breathe. So she said that she wanted to learn how to meditate. And even though that she still gets stressed sometimes, her levels have dropped significantly, and that even though she may not be able to meditate every day, what she is aware of is that her kids and her husband pinpoint the days that she misses her meditation practice. So who am I and why should you be listening to me? I'm a best-selling author, speaker, meditation teacher, intuitive healer, and a long-term meditator with 20 years experience. I'm also incredibly passionate about all the benefits of meditation, as you may be picking up on. And I've been teaching for the past 15 years in Australia, working alongside big companies and organizations like ESOP, the Melbourne Football Club, Sydney Swans, as well as individual clients. I was so passionate about this journey that I was on that I went back to school at 40 years of age. I got my PhD and wrote my dissertation on meditation. And having science validate what I knew from personal experience was so priceless, not only for me, but I believe for my students as well. And most importantly, what I want you to know about me is that I'm no different to any of you listening to this workshop. We all experience highs and lows in life. We all wish to be happy and less stressed and to live fulfilling lives. And I know firsthand the difference that a meditation practice can make to your life, and so will you by the end of this workshop. So I want to share a story with you now that maybe some of you will relate to. And it's how I had become a chronic yes person. I said yes to everything. And I believed falsely that I had to be this superwoman, this super friend or super wife. I just fell into this role. And I kept going even if I was tired. I didn't ask for help. And I actually falsely assumed that I had no options. I remember saying yes to being the class parent for my son's year group, and it was the third term in a row, and I actually was sitting there wondering, how did I get myself into this situation again? Why do I always say yes when all I wanted to do was say no? I didn't understand what was going on, but then something amazing happened. The longer I meditated, I noticed I had more energy, I had more patience, my stress levels dropped. I learned to take better care of myself, my health and well-being, which included setting the powerful boundaries. It didn't happen overnight, but the point is it did happen. But what I do know for certain is it wouldn't have happened without my meditation practice. So you may be thinking that you get the same benefits from running or exercise. And I've had this, having taught now for the last 15 years, I get asked that a lot. And what I'm here to say is that the benefits you experience mentally and physically when you actually allow your body to rest in a sitting space is very different than the benefits you get when you're actually running, because your brain is still operating and telling you, it still has to, you're increasing your blood flow, your oxygen when you're exercising. You may feel like you've gone to another zone, but it is a very, very different experience when you are sitting and being still, allowing the body to relax and the mind to quiet. And that's my definition of meditation. That's how you actually go into this zone of heightened awareness, but being very relaxed. You might be thinking you can go to bed earlier each night to experience energy and less stress. But the fact is that each and every one of us, whether you know it or not, you're actually having 4 to 7 dreams every single night. Your body's processing, or your mind is processing what you've done during the day. So once again, the space that your mind or your brain goes into when you meditate is very different than when you're sleeping. You may be thinking you don't have enough time in your day to meditate. And what is so amazing about this is, and what is one of the biggest paradoxes to meditation, is that the more that you meditate, you will find that you procrastinate less. You become very orderly in your thinking, and then again, in not only what you're doing. So you actually are becoming effective. You get more done in less time. So you are actually worth it. But here's the thing. And whether or not initially here you're thinking, okay, that might be some valid points. The scientifically proven benefits that you gain from a consistent meditation practice are not available to you in any other form other than meditation. You can't buy it. Science hasn't come up with that pill that benefits all areas of your life, let alone has no negative side effects from it. So you can't go out and buy this magic pill. So here's the million-dollar question I have for you. Do you believe that your health and well-being is valuable to you? And are you prepared to embrace a technique that has been proven worldwide in more than 33 countries and 800 research and review papers? Say yes to meditation, as you are worth it. And that is the first conscious decision that you can take to actually set yourself on this path, which is making the yes. And the next simple step is actually to start practicing meditating daily. It's a cumulative practice. The longer that you meditate, the greater the benefits. So that is your key to success. Meditate with consistency. Some people talk about this magical number of 10,000 hours as being the number of hours that you need to do something to master anything, be it a sport or a musical instrument. They talk about muscle memories. But what I'm here to say to you is that any amount of time that you put into a meditation practice, as in sitting still, relaxing your body and quieting your mind, you will start building your practice and you will start reaping the benefits on a daily basis. Excuse me. So you trust your practice. Benefits are actually on the inside. So you can go to a gym, and this is where trust really comes into play here, especially when you are initially meditating. You can go to a gym and you can see that if you get on a treadmill, you can run faster or for longer, or perhaps you lift a lot of weights and you can see that, oh, I can do more reps, or I'm lifting a greater amount of weight. And it's actually right in front of you. The difference here is that the benefits start occurring on the inside. And this is what relates back to the story that I shared with you about being this chronic yes person. I didn't understand that by meditating, I was going to start creating these powerful new personal boundaries, which were going to allow me to take care of myself better, to start building this idea of self-love and self-care, and that I could then learn or be okay with saying no. But there's a lot of myths going around meditation and why this might be for you or not for you. So I'm going to try to dispel a few of them for you right here to make it as easy as possible. Some of the myths around it is that you're going to have to go live in a cave. Well, you don't have to do that. You don't have to learn to chant. You're not going to grow dreadlocks, wear hippie clothing. And sitting in the full lotus position is not required. And I'm going to highlight that one here because it really struck me as something that is still in the forefront of some people's minds. They think that they have to sit in a contortionist pose, and this might be from photos that have seen someone's in the lotus position and they think that, well, there's no way I can meditate because I can't actually put my legs in that position. Well, don't worry, that's not required. As you saw and experienced for yourself, you can actually sit in a chair with your feet on the ground. You can sit in your bed with your legs straight out in front of you. You can sit on the ground in front of your sofa or wall. It is very, very easy. If you want to sit cross-legged, you can, but it's not required. All right, that's the first distinction. It's a very simple tool that you're going to use to relax. Meditation is also not a religion. I cannot stress this enough. This is actually, meditation is a form of relaxation. It's a tool that you can use to help you navigate your life, to put your best foot forward on a daily basis and to be the best version of yourself. There's no need to go to India or anywhere else to find peace, because peace is always experienced inside of you. You don't get peace from something outside of you. It's an experience that we have inside of us. So you can experience peace anywhere, anytime inside of you. Any man, woman, and child can learn to meditate. There's no reason that you cannot learn to meditate. We all have the ability to train the mind to relax. But again, the key word here is we have to train the mind to relax. So this is like anything we do. Again, I'll bring it back to perhaps learning to play a musical instrument, to learn a foreign language. The more that we practice, the better we get at it, and the easier it is to actually turn it into a habit. There's no right, wrong, or superior practice. Every one of us will experience thoughts at some times. All right, so this idea that you're going to bliss out, you're going to be in this place of nirvana and have no thoughts at all, that's actually one of the biggest undermining myths that we have going around right now. You will have thoughts. It's about allowing them to go through your mind. And I tend to give people this analogy of, think of it as clouds in the sky. They just pass. Watch, observe it. Let the thoughts come in one ear and go out the other. Just let them flow. Meditation is simple and it is easy. So what are some of the amazing health benefits that science has actually highlighted? Meditation has the potential to decrease depression, reduce high blood pressure, hyperactivity is reduced, and reduces the risk of heart disease and stroke. And I think that you can start seeing the link here. If you're feeling less stress and tension in your body and your blood pressure is decreased, you can see why you'd be reducing this risk of heart disease and stroke. There's the link. Meditation has been known to reduce pain, and it enhances your immune system. What's really interesting about this with the enhancing immune system is that if we're feeling less worried and less stressed, then our body doesn't burn up all this unnecessary energy, okay? We don't become depleted. And there's a lot of scientific evidence that I won't go into here now, but that actually shows this link. All right, so if we're feeling better in ourselves, our immune system is enhanced. We tend to get less sick. Meditation improves our sleep. A 20-minute meditation practice where we go into the meditation flow is the equivalent of 4 hours sleep. Who here would love to know that what they are doing is actually the equivalent of having a restful state of sleep? Migraine sufferers have noticed that with a meditation practice that is consistent, that they suffer less migraines. I'm first and foremost can vouch for this. I suffered migraines on a regular basis. And once again, I didn't even realize that migraines really were about a sign of stress. I was being told, oh, maybe it's this, maybe it's that, it's food, it's coffee. There are a lot of different factors, but when I started meditating, 6 months into my practice, I realized I hadn't had a migraine. Again, changes were happening on the inside, and I wasn't even realizing it, but I did know I wasn't having any migraines. And probably the last benefit here that many people have no idea about is that a consistent meditation practice, so for long-term meditators, being you've meditated for 5 years or longer, it reduces your chronological age by 12 years. And this has been proven scientifically by looking at your DHEAS markers in your body, which is a marker they use for anti-aging. So those are just some of the health benefits that have been quantifiably evidenced by scientists around the world that you can count on if you actually have a consistent meditation practice. So if those weren't enough, I actually want to share with you right now, in case some of you have been missing some of the current statistics that are out there, we do have an epidemic of sorts of stress right now. Stress-related health problems are responsible for up to 80% of our visits to the doctor. 1 in 5 Australians are now experiencing some sort of mental health issue, be it anxiety, depression, or stress leave from work. So stress impacts all areas of our life. If you're having less stress, though, think about this. Your communication improves, your health improves, breathing improves, body aches become less, and your immune system improves. So stress impacts all areas of our life. If we're stressed, we know that all those areas, communication, health, breathing, body aches, and immune system, are all compromised. So do you want to live or create a happier, healthier, more fulfilled life now? Then this is for you. And what's so amazing about this is that we're not aware of how much our thoughts are creating the life that we're actually experiencing. The average human being has 70,000 thoughts a day. So I'm not sure if you're aware of that, but 70,000 thoughts a day. And maybe for a moment you can start counting those thoughts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Think about that for a minute. 70,000 thoughts a day. If our thoughts are taking us into the future, we tend to create more anxiety in our life. If our thoughts are taking us into the past and we get into could have, should have, all those different thoughts or patterns, then that tends to lead towards depression. So we want to create, what we're wanting to create is more present moment awareness, living in that present moment and have that experience of being mindful now. And that will help us lead happier, healthier lives. And how we do this is with a meditation practice. So with the meditation mindset, I've created a unique online 6-week meditation course that you could do from the comfort of your own home according to your schedule, and you have lifetime access. Essentially, this course has been developed based on the past 20 years of my own experience. It gently guides you as a teacher. It comprises easy-to-follow practices to develop more self-love and self-care in your life. It's not just an online course, as you have access to a group of like-minded people on the same journey, and you'll have the opportunity to have live coaching sessions with myself. This course will allow you to become more present, develop inner awareness, and generate more happiness and less stress in your life. This 6-week guided meditation course has in-depth audio support and insights. You'll learn self-love practices, the importance of prioritizing yourself, and beginning to remember who you are and what makes you tick. And this is incredibly empowering. You'll experience deep relaxation by reducing stress and anxiety through a series of simple but highly effective guided meditations. You're going to tap into how to be the best version of yourself. And this phrase, gets thrown around a lot in the course, but it's incredibly empowering. The daily practices allows you to become more present and mindful in your daily life, which means that you're able to put your best foot forward. You start impacting everyone around you, and that's how you start tapping into being this best version of yourself. And there's weekly live group check-ins. The meditation mindset is going to help you reduce stress, reduce anxiety, improve communication, improve sleep, and create more time in your day. Again, the paradox of creating more time in your day, because I'm going to ask you to meditate each day. But we now know from science that that is exactly what you do. The amazing benefits of the meditation mindset program and the 4 key things that you're going to learn from doing my program. The meditation sanctuary, facing the 4 primary fears, the 3 practices of self-love, and the bridge to happiness. The meditation mindset program is going to gently guide you on a journey of self-discovery, allow you to tap into your inherent strengths, make you realize you're more powerful than you know, And all of your answers are inside. They're all within you. Increase your ability to stay present. Facing the 4 primary fears, because we're actually not aware of how much of our fears dictate the running of our lives. In the meditation mindset program, I'm going to cover the fear of sitting still, the fear of missing out, the fear of failure, and the fear of change. The meditation mindset program will teach you step by step how to move through these fears. Fear less, achieve more. In my meditation mindset program, you're also going to learn the 3 practices of self-love. Remember that your greatest purpose is love of self. You're going to learn about kindness to self, acceptance of self, and forgiveness of self. Meditation is the vehicle that allows you to tap into higher states of inner awareness, personal development, and happiness. The meditation mindset program is the bridge to happiness and allows you to tap into more of who you are, create more happiness not only in your life, but in those all around you. So much is going to be achieved in the 6-week course. The program is going to propel you forward onto the life that you wish to lead. So is this for you? Ask yourself, are you desiring more fulfillment and happiness in your daily life? Then this is for you. Are you tired of being stressed and time poor? This is for you. Would you like to experience more abundance and creativity in your life? This is for you. Are you desiring more energy and vitality in your life? This is for you. Does peace of mind appeal to you? If so, this is for you. Joanne's noted after she did my course that she personally found the sessions very helpful. They gave her the opportunity to learn mindfulness and different ways to meditate, and she now practices breathing techniques daily. As she continues to meditate, she's found that this course has made her feel much more calm, both in her personal and working life. Karen commented that the course was so accessible and easy to use any time of day and anywhere, including on her phone. She learned through the meditation sessions how to relax and quiet her body and mind, to be positive and grateful. And she also knows that we all can choose to give ourselves a little time out from our busy lives. We should try to stop, breathe, and enjoy the moment. We should put our happiness and our health first. Jody commented that the course offered her the perfect introduction to a new life of meditation and mindfulness. To reconnect with your inner self and focus on your own well-being was a very powerful gift. And Peta commented that when she contacted me about doing the course, she was looking for more calm energy and clarity. But most importantly, she was wanting to be more present in her day-to-day life, particularly with her little girl. She knows that she's now going to apply all of the learnings from the course to the rest of her life. And that's an incredible endorsement from someone who is juggling like all of us. All of us are in this journey of life, and no one is any different than anyone else. We all want to be the best version of ourselves. So I'd like to give you an analogy here. And I want you to consider for a moment how attached we've become to our iPhones or our Androids that we don't even think about not recharging them. Our number one priority is make sure we leave home with a fully functioning and charged phone. And the stress that we all experience when our phone isn't charged is really real. We've become so attached to being on 24 hours a day, okay, that if we didn't recharge, our battery goes flat and we can't communicate. So my question is, why don't we treat our own bodies and minds with the same priority as our phones? Think about that. If we left our house with our phones on 17% charge, our next question would be when can I get this recharged? Because we would be so worried that we would be turned off. So perhaps you've never considered that importance of giving our minds a chance to rest and recharge like we do with our phone. The risk in not prioritizing our minds is that we will suffer fatigue, burnout, stress, and less optimal emotions. And every facet of our life is impacted. Preventing all of this from happening starts with practicing the meditation mindset program. It allows you to recharge your batteries daily. If you sign up today and purchase a meditation mindset program, you're going to receive an ebook version of my Amazon best-selling book, Presence to Power, I Am the Gift. Something that I'm incredibly passionate about and will support you on this journey as well. 20 years ago, Paul and I both learned to meditate. And we are incredibly lucky to embrace this tool of meditation. And we've seen ourselves firsthand how it's actually empowered our lives and the lives of our children. And I'm not sure if many of you know who Deepak Chopra is, but I'm sure that some of you have heard of him. He's probably considered one of the foremost experts on meditation, and he's really was the first medical doctor to bring meditation to the West. He's written numerous books, and we were incredibly honored to have him endorse a book that Paul and I wrote, which was called Sport is Life, Life is Sport. And he says here, I must confess, I don't understand Australian rules football, but I do understand with certainty the value of sportsmanship and family values that Paul and Tami stand for. I truly believe that meditation and the journey that Paul and I have been on with our family has enhanced all areas of our life and has directly influenced our family and has brought us tremendous joy, and has just helped us navigate to the best of our ability the life that we wish to lead, which is what I know all of you are searching for. We have a limited amount of spots for this month's Meditation Mindset course intake. We want to keep this circle intimate, so we've capped it for 20 spots. We want everyone to have the opportunity to share their unique stories of their journey on our weekly live check-ins to ensure everyone gets a unique and engaging experience on this program. We have a limited offer of $797 today, normally $1,200, if you purchase this program today. Invest in yourself. So the next step in your wellness journey, you follow the link below to continue your journey into meditation, get ready to join a circle of other like-minded individuals looking to discover the power of meditation just like you.